Okay, well today, or yesterday actually, I got in the mail a large order from Cube for You. One of the things I ordered was a blue Type F. The guys at lubethecube.com, one of them, their favorite was Cube for You, one of them was blue Type F. So I had a Type F that was black before, that was my very first Cube, and I really had a pretty negative experience with it. When I put it together, I didn't realize that the core and the center pieces weren't supposed to touch. So when I put the screws in, I screwed them all the way till they were touching, and then all the screws stripped. So that was really a negative experience. I'm hoping that that does not happen with this particular cube. Just some observations here. The blue center pieces are actually a different color than the other pieces. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like, what's up with that? So all the center pieces look like they're a different shade of blue. Another thing I'm not liking just by looking is that there is a lot of little remnants from the injection molding where I'm going to have to go through and sand every piece. And my black one had the same thing, and I really didn't like the amount of work. I know it's do it yourself, but come on, man. That's going to really take a long time. And I worked and worked and worked on that black cube. I mean, I tried to shim it. I tried every different thing, lubricants. But I'm going to give it another shot. They say these blue ones are the money, as they say. So I'm going to put this together and let you know what I think. Okay, just a little bit of what I'm doing here. I have just a piece of sandpaper. It's actually 400 grit, so it's pretty fine stuff. I'm just having it on the table, and all the corner pieces I'm just rubbing on until they're smooth. The edge pieces are the same deal. There's a little bump from, injection molding. It's like when you buy a model, all the pieces are attached in one big piece and you have to twist it to get it out. It looks like this is the same thing. Also, these edge pieces are completely enclosed except for a hole right there. It doesn't look like they're capped, but it kind of just looks like it's the shape, but I can't really tell. Not that it matters too much. Anyways, I just wanted to show you the process I was going through of getting rid of these little nubs on the pieces. On the black one, that I gave it away. I hated the thing so much. I even got so desperate I put Vaseline in it at one point. I just could not make that cube feel good to me. Another reason I think I didn't like that black cube is that these Type Fs have beveled pieces, and that means that regular stickers are going to be a little bit too large for it. And I had tiles on it which are kind of rigid, so they didn't really conform to the curves, and I could feel the edges of those tiles all the time, and that just psychologically it just made me not like that cube at all. And I guess I just kind of preferred a flat feel to the face of my cube, and on the Type F you can feel, it really goes in deep, like you can feel 10 times more that edge right there. So I don't know, I'm just going to continue doing this until I'm ready to put it. Okay, I've just sanded down all the pieces. I'm getting ready to put her together. Some things I'm noticing is on the last cube that was Type F that I had, the screws really stripped very easily. I'm hoping that won't happen this time, but in this case, it's the regular springs, and there's washers for each one. So hopefully that won't be too big of a factor. The screws are big enough to where you don't probably need a washer at the top. of people suggest sanding down the springs to get rid of that that sharp edge that makes the squeaking sound. I just prefer to lubricate the screw head. So I'm just going to start putting this thing together. Well, I got it about as tight as I'm going to get it, and my hands are killing me. So just going to put the caps back on and see how she turns. Man, that hurts. This the white Type F lube review is gonna be 3 days in the making, I think, because I'm not making any more of these tonight. It feels loose, and yet it still catches, so that's kind of weird. That side's feeling really friction. Maybe I can loosen that one side up. I know I can't tighten every other side up, so still feels rough on that side. Not sure why. Just gonna loosen it up a little more. Maybe something's going on inside of there with little jaggies from not sanding it enough or something. That feels about right, I guess, compared to the other sides. I definitely don't recommend tiles for this because they're just too thick, and I'm noticing that this doesn't feel as curved as my black one, maybe because this doesn't have the tiles on it. Those 10 mil tiles are really just aggravate the situation there. So I'm kind of really torn whether just to break it in for popped on me. Like I said, I don't think I can tighten it too much more without those screws just stripping. I do have an extra set of Cube for You screws and springs, but I have 4 Type F cubes, and I don't want to use it on this one right away. So I guess it's time for a lube.